Had to fight pretty hard this morning. I got a lot of trades on my trade manager here, as you guys can see. Um, Looks I have 4 green trades, 1 red one, but there was a lot of break evens and kickouts and everything. So I'll explain what happened today this morning on Market Open Trading. Stay tuned. What's up, guys? It's Miguel here with Market Open Trading. Now let's take a look at some of the trades I took this morning. It looks like I had a good morning, but I would be lying if I told you I wasn't a little stressed out. I kept getting into trades. I would make money, then I would get back into it, and then I would lose and get in the red and got back in the green. It was just a mess this morning, so I was a little stressed out. So let's look at the trades I took this morning by the earliest one. So TSRO was the earliest one I took this morning. So TSRO broke down perfectly, and I took it here at 31, and my stop was going to be the top of this candle here at 31.41. So I took 300 shares, a little bit more than I should have, but so 300 shares. I took 150 down here at 30.59. So down here as it broke down, and then I took another 75 again at 30.59, and then the last 75 at 30.12. So this trade worked out perfectly fine. It was on my gap down list. It was gapping down below the 52-week lows. Also, if you guys will notice, basically all of my stocks on the watch list this morning were all shorts, and I did put out a watch list for you guys in the Facebook room. With the longs as well, but I've been having this problem of just having way too many stocks on the watch list, and my eyes are just everywhere. So I said, okay, I'm just going to concentrate on the shorts, and I'm going to try to take those and those only. Although, if I run out of possible shorts that I can take, I will look at the longs and what is available. So if you'll see here, this is a short, this is a short, short, short. PBR is actually a long. So let's talk about the next trade, AIG. AIG, exactly the same thing. Now, pulls down, indecisive candle, and then it comes down, breaks down below the lows, and this next candle kind of rockets up and kicks me out. So AIG 250 shares, shorted it right at 936, so it was right here in this candle, and I shorted it right under the lows here. So I was pretty close to hitting my target. Let's see here. It came down to 52.36, and my alert here is at 52.22. So I was 14 cents away, something like that. But then this candle I was like, nah, there's no way it's going to come all the way back up. And it just rockets up, and it kicks me out. Ended up taking a $130 loss on that. So AIG, I got kicked out at 53.14. So I got 14 cents of slippage on that. AIG PBR was the next trade I took. Right after that, it kind of started dying down. There was no either pullback setups, pullback shorts for me to take, or no breakdown shorts for me to take. So I started looking at the longs. And if I look at my scanner for things that are going up, I looked at volume. Let's see here, 6 million shares. So first one, PBR was actually at the top of this list. Looks like PBR probably doesn't have that many shares being traded right now, but PBR was either number 1 or number 2 relatively early on. And right here, I saw PBR as it was going sideways here. It had one good pullback down to 1250, and I said, it's sitting here bouncing. And I said, I'll take it long if it goes up and over 1261. So I got in at 1262 with 1,000 shares, so I was risking about $120. And as you can see, PBR basically went straight up. I hit my 1-to-1. I took 500 shares off at 1275. Then I took another 250 as it was coming. It was sketching me out, so I took another 250. And then I left the last 250 just right up actually no, I took 65 at 1283, so all the way up here. And 1282 I took the last 60. and I ended up making $150 on PBR. So although I probably could have just left it and just hit my 1-to-1 target and would have been able to make a little bit more money, but I was trying to piece it out. But I knew PBR is not a very big mover, and it's also, I believe it's a dually traded stock. So PBR, hold on, let me link this, put it on the 1 year, put the 200. Yeah, so it's a dually traded stock. If you guys can see here, there's a lot of gaps. That means that it's traded in two markets. I don't know what the other market is, but PBR is definitely traded on another market. So the gaps that are on here are not really true. So when this market closes, the next one opens and it goes up and down, and then it just makes a gap that is not true. That's why I typically don't trade dually traded stocks. But since this did have earnings or something, Market Central, or yeah, so it did have earnings and it was gapping up and it was moving up, so I went ahead and took it. So PBR, pieced out of that, made 115. So NBL, believe that's, yeah, so that was the trade I took on NBL. NBL was also one of my other shorts. Now, I really wanted to take this trade right here. So typically, I'm not going to take a breakdown trade on something like that moves this much and it ends up being green and near the top. But I was actually waiting for it to fail below VWAP. So what I saw was this right here, and I was thinking if it breaks down below 33.08, I could take it because it's breaking down below VWAP. It's giving up on the highs, and next candle actually ended up breaking down below, and I said, crap, I missed it. What can I do to try and get back in it? So NBL, I took it right at 956. So very next candle, and actually ended up flashing up to 33, and I got short as it failed 33. My stop was going to be up here at 33.51. So let's see here. So NBL 33.51, and I ended up shorting another 100 shares at 32.50 as it was going sideways here. So it comes down, it fails below VWAP, it starts consolidating, it comes up, but it's still below the 9 and below VWAP. So I said, okay, I'm going to take it, I'm going to add another 100 shares. So I shorted it here as it failed at 32.50, and I covered NBL, covered. Oh, actually, you know what? This is actually one of the things that pissed me off. So my target was 32.22. It hit, what's the low of this candle? 32.32. And then it started coming back up, and I said, okay, I'm not going to take a loss on this, so I'm going to get kicked out, break even. So I said 32.72, I'll go ahead and get out. That was because you'll see here, NBL average cost is 32.72. So I decided to get out, break even. So as you guys can see, it actually ended up coming back up, and it might not have come back up and over 33, but it still hasn't hit my target. So my mark, so usually I'll put out an alert for when it hits my target, so then I just know to look and either take my partial or take the rest of the trade. So it still hasn't hit my target. So and volume is dying up pretty fast on this. There's barely been any shares traded here on NBL. So kind of glad I got out break even, although I would be up maybe like $40 on it right now. Better than the $1 that I got out of it. So I covered NBL break even. So I was close to my target. What was the other one? It was the one right before. Was it AIG? I think I said that almost hit my target, never actually hit. NBL, exactly same thing. I was, 10 cents away from hitting my target, never hit it, got kicked out break even. So that's that. SEDG. SEDG here. I took this one. This one's actually more of a scalp. These actually really sketch me out. I'm not gonna lie. I wanted to take 100 shares of this and to just have a stop. up here at 47.50. I was actually going to record this for you guys, but as the level 2 started flashing faster and faster, I said I'm not going to be able to put on my to record it. So I need to, just pay attention to the trade, screw recording it. So I saw it right around here. I saw it because remember, it's on my watch list for a short. So I saw it consolidating here, and I said a good stop for this thing would be 47.50. The 9's there. The last couple of candles have come up and hit and has not been able to go over 47.50. So I'm going to put my stop there, and I want it under 47. So you'll notice here that I got in at 10.49. So right in here. I got here in this candle. The very next candle, I did not put a stop because these things are notorious for doing this. It will hit 47 and it will bounce, just crazy. It'll just bounce. It'll scare a whole bunch of people out and it'll come right back. So I said I'm not going to put a stop on this. Mental stop is 47.50. I don't really have a lot of other trades that I'm watching, so I'm just going to sit here and look at this, just look at the level 2, make sure that I don't get kicked out for some stupid reason. So it ended up bouncing hard at 47.50, over 47, came back up and over 47.50, and probably, 15 minutes later, it actually ended up breaking down below 47. So now, if you guys will pay attention here to the daily chart. So SEDG, we're all the way down to 47, so we're about down here. Let me take 47.50 was going to be my target, but we have a lot of support here around the 46.50. I marked it out 46.20-ish. Not to mention there's the 200-day moving average here at 46.60. So I marked it out way ahead of time. I marked it out this morning, and I put it there, and I said, okay, I'm going to try and take this for a scalp, the SEDG. I'm risking 50 cents, which doesn't really quite make too much sense for me to, risk 50 cents and then just try and scalp it to 46.50 or less. So I actually ended up taking less than $100. I was risking $100, but I only took 40. So that's not necessarily the right thing to do all the time, but I knew that with a lot of support sitting there at like 46.70, that there was another buyer just coming in and just renewing his shares. I was able to see that in the level 2, and I just said, screw it, I'm going to take the 40 bucks, I'm going to be out, because also the 200-day moving average is at, what is this? 46, yeah, so 46.60. 46.60 is where the 200-day moving average is, and there's going to be a lot of support there. There's going to be a lot of buyers coming in there to try and take this a little bit higher. So I got sketched out and I just jumped. So I got out completely. Not really the best trade ever. I did not hit my target. I will admit that. That's what that other alert was sitting there. My alert was at 46.50, but there is a lot of hidden interest in this stock for it to be bought up at a cheaper price. So I'm not going to mess with whatever hedge fund or whatever prop fund is, hiding all the shares that they're buying. So I'll just take the 40 bucks and be happy with it. I'm up $154 on the day. Not a big day. This week has been relatively rough. Yesterday I lost. It's been kind of flat, really. Yesterday I lost 35 bucks. Wednesday I lost 33 bucks. So I didn't bother even making a video yesterday. It was nothing really special. But if you guys do have any questions, make sure to put it down in the comment section below. If you guys are interested in learning how to day trade, make sure you guys check out the day trading course in the link below as well. And if you guys have a Facebook, make sure to join us. We're to 11,000 members on there, where I post my watch list for you guys every single day. And you guys get first dibs at all these new videos. You guys get to ask me personal questions. So I interact with all of you guys and try to help you guys the best as I can. But yeah, I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.